I guess take us through, not the make, but the miss. When did you decide you were going to miss it, and did you think about missing it before you tied him?
Yeah, obviously that was something I've had in my mind past couple games, actually past couple months, because I really haven't gotten the free throw line that often these past few months. But I talked to my brother a little bit, and we had kind of the same agreement that it wasn't my record to have, and obviously I wanted to do it in a different time. It wasn't the greatest time to. I didn't think the coach would be too happy at the moment, but he knew that life was obviously bigger, much more bigger than basketball, and obviously that's been in my mind for a while, and knew I wanted to leave it short a little bit, and obviously not make it too obvious, but that's something obviously I had in my mind the past couple games.
So would you have done it under any circumstance?
You know, I had, like I said, I had the conversation with my brother, and like I said, we kind of had the agreement again, like obviously God's plan wasn't going to let that happen, and you saw that tonight. I missed it. We got the ball right back, so that just shows you. I don't know if it was really destined to happen, but it just worked out like it should have.
You looked up 2 or 3 times. Were you looking for a signal or just a nod, or what did he give you? Because I kept looking at him.
Yeah, I was staring at my brother and my family, and they knew what I was going to do, and I just kept it the same plan like I always had. So
you felt all along, whenever it happened, it would be like okay to miss.
Yeah.
Like it wouldn't happen like in a tie game.
No, I trusted, like I said, I trusted God's plan, and I knew obviously Chris is looking down on us, and he wasn't going to let that happen either, get to that point, because obviously he didn't want me to miss a free throw and lose the game, because that's obviously what I've heard. It's not what his mentality is. So obviously saying life is a lot more bigger than basketball, and obviously I've gotten really close to Mike and Patty, and they're just obviously wonderful people, as you guys know, and be able to see them after the game and just have their support, it just means a lot.
Next time you get to 34, you're going to make it.
You know, that's what I said. I said I can always have a second chance at it, because they kept saying that, oh, we want you to break it, we want you to break it. So still have a lot of basketball left, so we'll see.
Well, your oldest brother has the record at Wisconsin, and it's more than that. I know, 38, 39. So is he going to needle you a little bit that he still can't get me?
Yeah, he probably will a little bit, but he knows, like I said, what the record means. It deserves to stay in Chris's name, and obviously there'll still be a little fighting going on with my brothers with that record, but it doesn't mean too much to me. I know that where the record deserves to stand, and that's in Chris's name.
You never saw Chris play. I mean, well, why does this mean so much to you?
Just like I said, being really close to Mike and Patty these past couple years. I met them at the scholarship dinner, and right from then I knew how wonderful, great people they were. Obviously, you wrote that book, and starting to read it, and just listening to all these stories from everyone in the University of Iowa, just the kind of impact he had, and all these years later, for him to have that impact still, it just gets me a little emotional, just knowing what one player can do for an entire state, honestly, entire Midwest, and honestly the entire country, to just know what kind of player he was and the kind of impact he had.
You weren't happy with your Minnesota performance. Can you kind of compare and contrast that game with tonight? Because tonight was about everything you wanted.
Yeah, it was really frustrating these past couple of games. Obviously, I haven't really been getting any open looks, and had a little sit down with Coach McCaffrey a couple days ago, and he just his statement was just get my swag back, and that's what he told me right before the game again. And I wasn't necessarily lacking a couple confidence, but just been frustrated with myself. But I just kept working, and it was nice to have one of these games going in the Big Ten tournament, and we know that we needed this performance to show what we're capable of doing down there.
You missed your first 2 threes. Were you thinking then that, oh God, this is continuing, or did you?
Yeah, you know, obviously anytime you're a shooter and you miss your first couple shots, it's a little frustrating, because obviously I want to make every shot I shoot, and they're open shots. You know, I was joking with my teammates. I was making more contested shots today than I was making my wide open shots, and so I was a little frustrated because I felt like I could have had a couple more threes getting in, but my teammates did a really good job finding me the ball, and I just kept shooting. So.
Which brother was it, the one you discussed it with?
Zach.
Zach.
Yeah, and I kind of had to talk with all my brothers, so they kind of all, like they always are, always in my ear, giving me advice, but it was a mutual agreement. So.
What's the most free throws in a row you've ever made in any kind of competition?
I don't know about that. I know I used to shoot a lot of free throws with my dad. I don't know if I got up to 200 or something like that, and obviously, anytime you're a shooter, you're more than likely going to be a good free throw shooter. So it's something I've always prided myself in, getting to the line and be able to knock down the free points.